course, you know, today is the final day in the month of February. It's a short month, but we had a full trade all through. So if we could have that slide to show us the performance for the month of February. There you have it. It does seem one special thing that happened in this month is like there was a convergence between the parallel market and the official market. I can't remember the last time we had anything like that in Nigeria. So we saw the exchange rate at the beginning of the month was around 1,000. The central bank official, it was 1,005. Parallel was 1,006. That was on the very first day. The weakest the Naira fell to was on Valentine's Day. I think there were too many gifts being exchanged. At 1,515. Parallel market on that day was 1,620. And then the strongest, which it seemed to have sustained in the official market, is less than 1,005. That's 1,496 for the official market. And, well, let's talk about this in here with someone who has been following this trend. We have Victor Fort, is the Chief Executive Officer of Purity Alpha Advisory Limited, right here in the studio. Mr. Ofort, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Amy. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so are you happy with the Naira at this stage? I mean, it was, I don't think we saw it coming. A lot of people, we just accept what we see, a convergence between the parallel and the official market.
Yes. So that's the first time in 2 years that we've had such a convergence, which is, I'm excited about it. It's a great time to be a Nigerian right now. And this is a positive development for the Nigerian economy and for the Naira as well.
Now, when you say it's a great time to be a Nigerian, I beg a lot of people will not agree with you, because we were seeing the Naira at 1,002, less than 1,000. Wouldn't that be great to be a Nigerian?
Yes. But you know, like President will say, it's going to take time, right? So even though we are not at 1,2, there's progress. So these things take time, right? So hopefully, if the momentum with the government policies and everything that the CBN is doing is sustained, we can see it at 1,2 in the very near future. Yes,
so you think we're on the right path, but I mean, we seem to have settled at about 1,005, under 1,006.
Yes.
So what else can move the Naira higher than that?
Oh, great. So we'll look at some factors that are that have brought about this increase. We're looking at government CBN policies. They've really taken a strong rein on the forex market. For example, the BDC selling of $25,000 weekly to each BDC has been extended to May 30th. That's some kind of intervention. And that's also part of the reasons why you're saying, you know, this kind of stability in the Naira, right? That's one. And then we look at also the CBN also introducing what you call the forex market code. Because a lot of people in the past were just, you know, round tripping, doing things anyhow, no accountability, no transparency, you don't know who is selling what. But now there is a code that all major players in the market need to abide by, and also provide comprehensive reports regularly of how they are abiding to this code. So these are some policies that are contributing to ensuring that the Naira is stable, basically.
So you think it's blocking the leakages that has brought us this far? Exactly.
Not only that, there are other factors. Chief to add is that for the Naira to strengthen properly, to see long-term strengthening and long-term impact on the economy, where the man on the street can feel the impact of this Naira trend, we talk about our industrial production capacity. And that's where you talk about the factories. Chief in point, you look at the Dangote refinery. And that's one reason why I said it's a good time to be Nigerian. We've not had a working refinery at great capacity in decades, I think decades, right? And we now have an individual, not the government, an individual.
But we also have our Warri and Port Harcourt refinery.
Why are they working? Because somebody has triggered it. and creating competition. Remember now that the price of fuel has just been dropped by Dangote to 8.25 gantry price, and now 8.60 on the street. This would deter importers. I don't know why marketers are still importing petroleum products when we have it available and cheap in the Nigerian market. So that price drop is going to deter a lot of importing of petroleum products. And why was our Naira volatile and depreciating? Too much importation, too much importation. But with this play now, the importation has dropped drastically. And of course, when the net export is higher, which we need to try and get to net export capacity. And once the net export is higher, then the Naira has no business weakening. It should be strengthening going forward.
Yeah, somebody said if we wanted to indeed stay strong and stronger, we need to place demand on it.
Yes.
So how much of that do you see? Apart from the oil, crude oil, which we export, what about the non-oil?
That's great. That's why I talk about the industrial productive capacity. It's not just oil-related. We look at other commodities. Nigeria is a great, we are naturally blessed with farm produce and agricultural resources. So that's one area where incentives, and I think policies are also being put in place already to trigger, mass involvement in that sector such that we are exporting more than importing. Not only that sector, talk about the power sector, just talk about the power sector. For industries to thrive, we need power. Give us 24 hours power now, and you will see the strength of the Nigerian industry. So it's not relegated to the oil industry. The whole economy, oil and gas, agriculture, power sector, employment. There's so many factors. Employment. Now we look at when we have our factories working at maximum capacity, right? Employment will be created, right? So if people have jobs, the common man on the street can feel the impact of all these policies. And these are all the things that lead to a strengthening of the economy and a strengthening of the Naira. It's not rocket science. We just have to follow the right procedures to get it done.
So as we begin the month of March, fasting starts tomorrow. Ramadan fast starts tomorrow, and we know that places, it brings up inflation because of increased demand for fruits and vegetables and all of that. And we know this will seep into the value of the Naira. But what do you see for the month of March when you talk about the Naira? Okay, well, for the month of March, I still see some stability. I see us projected stability at around 1.5. And if the policies are being effective, we might still drop the strengthening much more to the 1,400 region. My only concern right now for March is that the strengthening of the Naira has not started translating into benefits for the man on the street and the businesses, right? That you mean would be in the price of commodities? Yes,
exactly. Price of foodstuffs. And they say something funny about Nigeria, when things go up, they never come down. So I don't know if we can have a price regulatory authority or something that ensures that when cost of acquisition is dropping, that these prices can follow. So I hope something like that will come up soon. So prices of foodstuffs need to drop. With the price of fuel dropping, of course, automatically, I expect the price of transportation to drop. I don't know if that is going to happen. You understand? So these are benefits that should seep into the street for the month of March. So I think that's basically it. I see us staying around 1.5 stable for some time, except something crazy.
Maybe the price of oil and all of that. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time, Victor, Chief Executive Officer of Purity Alpha Advisory Limited.
Thank you so much.
And we're looking forward to a better performance of the Naira
in
the month of March.
We are hopeful.